Hey everybody, Coach Mark here again at Evolve Training Center with another theme of the month. This theme of the month is maintaining a good position in the impact zone. So we're not going to be too far away, but we're not going to close the gap enough to get into the clinch. We're going to be in the impact zone, what a lot of people like to call entertainment Muay Thai. It's exciting, it's explosive, it can be very dangerous, but I'm going to show you guys how to sort of relatively keep a good position in the impact zone. The first impact zone for me, like the thick of the wave, is sort of the Muay Mat position or the Muay Mat distance from your opponent. You have all your punches handy, you got big low kicks, maybe even some big body kicks. The elbows and the knees aren't too far away, but we're not too close into the clinch yet. The impact zone, kind of like the barrel of a wave. A good surfer can work that barrel of the wave. A good fireman kind of goes towards the fire. A mountain climber climbs up the mountain. A little bit dangerous, but it can yield some good results, okay? So now, in the impact zone, what I want to do first is get to a position where I take away as many weapons as I can from the outside. So right now, if you see me here, I'm a little bit jammed for a teep. Now, if all things were equal, my opponent is also jammed for the teep, so I don't have to think about that too much, although I'm not going to 100% not think about it. I am going to think about it, but I'm not too worried about it. The round kick is there, but so are my catches, so is my shot. So I want to make sure that I take away those two moves first, the teep and the round kick, by getting a little closer. Okay, so now, I don't want to come too close. If I get too close, I might engage in a clinch where I kind of don't want to be right now. Or we're going to get into an elbow war where nobody wants to be. Okay, so when you guys are close, too close, stay out of the elbow range, stay out of the clinch range. Right here, okay, the impact zone, very exciting zone. All right, so now, how I'm going to work this with my bag is I'm going to use sort of a pushing sensation, okay? So I'm here, I have my jab, but I want to push my jab away. Push, push. So if I'm tech sparring, I might just use that a little bit. I'm not going to scare my opponent away, shoot in. And if my opponent doesn't go back, look where I'm at, okay? I've given up my position. So I'm going to push my opponent, push my opponent, push my opponent. And see how the bag swings now? I'm not going to go away from my bag. I'm going to fight it a little bit, maybe cross block. Maybe cross block with this hand. Yeah. Now, from there, I could also use my shorter teeps down low. Teep. But see how I'm not backing off? I'm not backing off. I want to make sure that I'm practicing with my bag, maintaining the impact zone position. Okay? So again, take away their teeps, take away their round kick. Now we got to deal with the other factors. Get into your bag, maintain here. Technique one, using your hands to maintain proper position. Okay, this is good. We're going to do this on a bag. It's a very good tool to use. So I'm using my hands. First, I'm going to use my lead hand, my jab. Now again, I want to keep my bag off center. I'm going to try to keep my bag off center. And by how I'm going to do that is use my jab hand in a pushing sensation. Okay, see how it's coming back at me? I'm going to have to work for it now. Okay, but I don't want it to do nothing and let it swing back at me. I don't want to do nothing or have no timing that it swings back at me. I want to keep it out, okay? Now from there, I might be just kind of messing around with it. Now I'm going to launch, and then I pin it out again. I pin it out again. I pin it out again. I'm continually keeping my opponent at bay, but not getting too close, okay? Now, what you don't see is how hard I'm working to keep this bag just a little bit off center. I'm getting tired too, and what most of us are going to do is kind of give up on it and let it swing. I don't want to do that. I have to work for this impact zone, and that is the truth, okay? So again, I'm using my arms, maybe in a cross block, jab, 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 yeah. I'm going to keep it off. I got to work hard for this. If I come around, I got to make sure that I keep my opponent back. If I don't, there he is. He's in my face again. So using my arms to keep my opponent back. Get a good heavy bag. Make sure it's not so heavy like the one next to me. That's 200, 300 pounds. I'm not gonna be able to handle that. So make sure you guys are pushing it back. Push it back. Fire, 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 fire. If you want to elbow it, you can elbow it every now and again, but make sure you guys keep that impact zone position. Use your jab, use your stiff arm, stay in the pocket a little bit, okay? Okay, technique two in maintaining position in the impact zone. I said last time, try to take your opponent's teep away. Try to take away their round kick. But that doesn't mean you're not going to be able to use it at all. You just have to be able to juggle your opponent or keep your opponent at bay, but don't scare them away. So here's how I'm going to do this. Again, if you notice myself right now, I'm a little jammed up for my teep. But what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna teep anyways. I'm gonna force it a little bit because this is the impact zone. I'm gonna use little stabbing teeps, okay? So now, that's what I don't want. When I'm working this technique, I'm gonna do my best for as long as I can go to keep my opponent back there, okay? Now, remember, we're maintaining position in the impact zone. I don't wanna go too hard, or now my opponent is scared away or kind of moving away from me. I wanna stab him, stab, stab, stab. Remember last time I had my jab, stab, 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 stab. Now I got my opponent going. Again, I'm keeping my bag at bay a little bit. But again, if I don't do nothing, my opponent comes back. That's what's great about the bag. The bag will work with you. Okay, so now, using your teep, 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 using your teep. Keep disrupting your opponent. You can use a round kick, but you better get back to maintaining position in the impact zone using your leg. A little bit more work, you will be on one leg, but you gotta work a little harder. That is the pro and the con of the impact zone. It's a lot of action, it could be very explosive, but again, you lose focus for 1 second, your opponent can fire back at the same exact distance. So work that impact zone, get used to it, it'll calm your nerves a little bit, contrary to popular belief. Be a fireman, go towards the fire. Be a mountain climber, go up the mountain. Be a surfer, surf that pipeline. Don't sit on the beach. Get in there. All right.